What is up, Loudmouth Entertainment, Loudmouth Sports Talk? It's your boy, Loudmouth Luch, back again with another episode of Off the Top Rope. Before we get started, as always, bombshellbowling.com/Loudmouth Sports Talk for all your Loudmouth Sports Talk merch. Now, let's get into the week of wrestling. Pretty good week. Not bad at all. So we start off with Raw. Randy and Alexa's storyline is right now going, for me, phenomenal. Probably Raw's best storyline, in my opinion. Raw right now. Besides that, Randy and Alexa, I don't see another storyline that compares to that. Then I think we're going to get Braun Strowman versus Shane McMahon at WrestleMania. The storyline is just starting to add up, in my opinion. But then we go to the best part of Monday Night Raw, which is Bobby Lashley winning the WWE Championship. Now, people, before say it with me. Lashley. When Leo Rush posted that after he won, it was phenomenal, fantastic. Yo, what's up, Joe? My boy. So when Lashley won, Leo Rush tweeted. So many people were just tweeting and reacting because this was so big. He deserves this so much. How many years has he been in this business? How many times has he's been given shitty gimmicks and bullshit, and he still runs with it, and he still kills it every single time? This man deserves that title, and I really hope he has an actual good run with it and not some bullshit. I really hope that Vince and WWE gives him what he deserves. I really, really hope. Now we're going to go to AEW. Man. We had Shaq and Jade versus Cody and Red Velvet. Okay, for Shaq not being a wrestler, this man is agile. Hey, he's agile. He's kind of agile for a big man. No, he's not the most agile, but he is. He can move. You can tell he took his time to actually learn some wrestling. He didn't just jump into the ring. I actually like that. Really good. Shaq took a bump through 2 tables and sold the shit out of it. But Cody kind of did land on his chest, and I kind of was like, holy shit. But, he took a bump and sold. He just laid there like someone killed him. Like he got shot. Like the big man got shot down. Dude, really, really sold it. And then Rey Fenix and, Triangle of Death come out and have a match. I just want to say Rey Fenix should have the TNT Championship. He is a phenomenal wrestler. He is fantastic. No, I don't really see him on the mic that often, but who needs to talk when you can wrestle like that? Honestly, that's just my opinion. And then you have right there the Four Horsemen. Sean Spears has officially joined Tully and FTR. Now, this is huge. This is phenomenal, if you ask me. And then at the end of it, they all, put their hands in, and then Arn comes out the tunnel, and he puts up the 4. Giving his, his respects and, saying, I'm passing it, what Arn wants is for his son to be the enforcer, just like how Arn was. And I would love to see that. He kind of looks like Arn. It's going to be fantastic if that can happen. I think it would be just great. So great. Then we go to Paul White coming out to no more BS on the shirt. And I was thinking like, oh, God, he's not dealing with no more bullshit. And then the wife goes, come on, babe, that's no more Big Show. And I'm looking like, what? I said, oh, my God. So what do you guys think it is? Is it no more bullshit or no more Big Show? So he comes out and he says 2 big Hall of Fame worthy talents will appear at Revolution. Now, there has been so many speculations of who this could be. Hall of Fame worthy talent, I'm thinking Punk. Christian is out there. RVD. The Samoan Dynasty, maybe. I'm thinking maybe Selena Vega, maybe Kurt Angle. There's so many names being floated around. Even Brock Lesnar has been, floating around a lot of names, which brings me to think, really, who could it be? Punk says it's not him. Kurt never really responded to anybody. Selena Vega, same thing. Tessa Blanchard, maybe AJ Lee. I'm thinking of some female that it might be. I just can't put, this one, they really, have been, keeping this one, on the hush, on the down low. And I think that has actually really helped them because it really has the fans guessing. We're really guessing on who could this person be? Is this person actually, is it a real big name or is it someone who's still coming up that we know of that is a big name, but still, Hall of Fame worthy? The big name is Christian. After doing a little bit of research, Christian is still with WWE, I believe, from what I've read. So I think he might not, but you never know because there has been talent coming to WWE and then leave in 2 to 3 weeks. So it could be any of them. Then we're going to go to NXT. Thatcher and Ciampa versus Oni and Lorcan was a great opening match. How NXT opened was fantastic. I thought it was a really good match. Them two teams really gave it to each other, and it was all around good. And then Finn Balor calls out Adam Cole for a championship match next week. This is huge. I know a lot of people would probably hate to see it, but I would love to see Adam Cole win. Heel Adam Cole is the best Adam Cole you can ask for. It's the single best. Adam Cole is good in the ring, great on the mic, all around a good wrestler. Put him as champion, let him run the show, and he did say it's time for a new era. So let's see. I hope it happens. Then LA Knight makes his debut. Possible feud with Bronson Reed coming up. Interfered in the match, made sure he lost. Might happen. I'm hoping. LA Knight is good. He knows how to work the crowd. He knows how to talk. He's a good wrestler. He's all around good. Then the fucking Austin Theory at the therapist whole skit. It was hilarious. If you guys did not enjoy that, I don't know. I'm sorry. I have no clue. Because that single thing alone was so impressive, was so fantastic that it made NXT just that much better because it was the perfect skit in wrestling, in my opinion. It was really good. It was fantastic. And then at the end of it, Johnny sets it up and pays off the therapist for, I guess, help fuck up Austin Theory even more in the head about Dexter Lumis. Just all around, so fantastic. But then we're going to go to SmackDown. Now, with SmackDown, I kind of missed some of it. I had to recap this morning. But Daniel Bryan's promo was probably one of the best promos in the past 3 months in pro wrestling. Fuck it. I'll say it. In pro wrestling. It has been the best. That promo was fantastic because it's facts. He states facts. And it's so good to see Daniel Bryan, hopefully making a heel turn. Hopefully. I would love to see it. And I just want to see Daniel Bryan get what he deserves. Yes, he has had a title shot. And yes, he's done so much in WWE and in wrestling. But he still doesn't, in my opinion, get the credit he deserves. He is fantastic. Excuse me, on the mic yesterday proved he's fantastic. On the mic, he's fantastic. In the ring, all around a great wrestler. Then Murphy versus Cesaro. Murphy said, I'll help you with the Cesaro thing to Seth. Seth said, get out my face. And then they have this match. Seth comes out. Cesaro wins. Rollins claps. What I'm hoping for, hopefully, I would love to see Cesaro team up with Seth Rollins. Be his disciple. Who cares? It's Cesaro is great. And if he's obviously not going to get a singles push, and that's obvious because if it was going to happen, it would have happened already. And it didn't happen yet. So whatever. So let him be let him follow the Messiah. Let him be a disciple. Obviously, they don't want to go with the Murphy angle anymore, so throw in Cesaro. At least he gets TV time. At least he'll be on TV more. And at least he'll be wrestling, so we get to see him wrestle. So, yeah, I'll take it. And something I don't understand. Why the hell does Sasha Banks, Bianca Belair have a tag team title match at Fastlane? Why? They're going to verse each other at WrestleMania. Why? Why are we putting this match together so close to WrestleMania? And they're versing what? And I swear, oh my God, if they let them win, it's going to be terrible. It's going to be so terrible. Why? Why let Sasha and Belair team up before Mania? Shouldn't there just be a little, some type of animosity towards each other? Something? But no, they're buddy, and I just don't get it. I don't like the storyline they're going with this whole angle of Sasha and Bianca. I really don't get it. I just think it's stupid. I do. And then what the fuck are they doing with Apollo? He just random. I mean, it was last week he started talking in this accent, and now why? Vince is so stereotypical, it's not even fucking funny. It's not even funny anymore. It's not. But I think that whole Bailey ding dong thing is so good. So good. That whole ding dong, and that, I think that they just need to keep running with that. And Jey Uso versus Daniel Bryan was fantastic. Listen, that match was good. They gave each other hell, and then they came right back. It was one giving hell and then the other giving hell. Then both giving hell. And it was almost here and almost there. I thought it was all around good match. Like to see DB. I like that DB gets another title shot at Roman at Fastlane. That, set the mark for that. And I'm happy that he gets a title shot at Fastlane. Obviously, he's not going to win, but that would be fantastic if he did. So, some news. It's been on the internet and discovered that Brock Lesnar's merchandise has been taken off WWE Shop. Now, everyone understand that Brock and WWE are no longer under contract with each other. Brock didn't resign. Brock is okay doing whatever he's doing, whether that is AEW. AEW does, because a lot of people were saying like maybe AEW doesn't have pockets like that. They definitely do. Tony Khan and the whole Kongs have money. I think that obviously, they're just not under contract with each other, so they can't sell his merchandise. They can't promote his name or anything like that because they're not under contract. If it was a old match, old merch, maybe, and if they get an okay from him. But as soon as that happened, people obviously speculated that he would be AEW's one of the picks for AEW. Now, I'm not saying it's not possible. Anything is possible if you put the price on it, because Brock loves money. So if you give Brock enough bread, he'll do it. So, but the answer is, what's the price? Is the price a lot to where Tony Khan and everybody goes like, is it even worth it? Because there is a price that's probably not worth it. Like, Brock is a big attraction, but at the end of the day, you got to make sure that this can continue if Brock would up and bounce, because we know how Brock is. Brock would obviously still be a part-timer. Brock does not want a schedule. That was the whole reason Brock left WWE in the first place, to go to UFC. He doesn't want a schedule. So doing Brock in AEW would probably be like, listen, you get 2 matches a year, and out of the big guys or whatever, these people that we give you, you can pick. I mean, I don't see that happening, honestly. Maybe, obviously, Batista's name's getting tossed around also. I don't think Batista. Batista was a WWE guy, was never an indie man. He never spent time on the indies. So he's not, I just don't see it happening. I mean, it would be huge. It would definitely get a pop, but nothing like Christian, nothing like Kurt Angle, nothing like Punk. Punk would fucking blow the roof off wherever they're at, and almost everybody watching his house. It would happen. It would just be so crazy. Same thing with AJ Lee, Lita. Anyone that is a big name to return would be crazy. And speaking of AEW, let's get into our AEW predictions for Revolution. Now, let's start with the Casino Tag Team Royal. Winner gets a tag team match. So it's just a battle royal for the tag teams. Both people are in. My picks are either Death Triangle, which is just Pac and Rey Fenix, or Varsity Blondes, my man, Brian Pillman Jr. I would love to see him get a title shot. Then we got the Face of Revolution ladder match. Cody, Lance Archer, Penta El Zero, Scorpio Sky, Max Coster, and that's going to be where the special person comes out, at least one of them. So, I would love to see Penta El Zero win. Obviously, that's my dude. But depending on who it is, I want to, like, if it's Kurt, I really don't want him to win. Christian, I take a win from him. Punk, obviously. Batista, no. Brock, fuck yeah. Yeah, so that's mine. Women's title match, Hikaru Shida versus Ryo Mizunami. Sorry if I butchered that. I'm picking Hikaru still, just because she's been a great AEW women's champion. No, she hasn't defended it too much, but she is still a good champion. So I am picking her. Then you have Matt Hardy versus Adam Page. I'm going to go with Adam Page. Probably Matt Hardy will win. Big Money Matt will win because he'll probably put his money into somebody. And then Cage and Starks versus Sting and Darby. I'm pretty sure everybody knows who I'm going with. Cage and Starks. I do not want to see Sting win a match. I'm sorry. Sting is too old. Yes, he can still take a bump. And yes, obviously, he still has something in him. He's been shown it the past 2 weeks that he still has something left in the tank. But at the end of the day, buddy, make room for the next gen. And please get the fuck out the way. I'm sorry. I am excited for this match, though, because, like I said, it did show that Sting does have some shit left in the tank. So I just want to see how much he actually does. He did take a bump 2 weeks ago, which was actually not that bad. Sold a little bit with keeping the legs in the air. Like he got, put on his like upper shoulder. Like I think that's what he kind of wanted Cage to do, is like to slam him on his like upper back and kind of like, lower neck. So where he could like keep the legs up and then drop them. But pretty sure Cage was like, buddy, I don't want to fucking hurt you. You're like 70. And I'm like 30 something and built like a fucking brick house. So like, I'm not hurting you. No, we're doing it how I normally do it. So, but Cage and Starks is my pick. I'm probably going to go to Sting and Darby, but Then we have Bucks versus Jericho and MJF for the AEW tag team titles. I so bad want Jericho and MJF. I do not like the Bucks as tag team champions because I'm not a big Bucks fan. Just really not. And Jericho and MJF are hysterical together. So why not? Then we have the AEW World Title match, the Exploding Barbed Wire Death Match, Exploding Barbed Wire Death Match. I'm just going one more time. Exploding Barbed Wire Death Match. Okay. This is going to be fantastic. This is going to be, if you don't like your kids to watch some gory and blood and violence, don't let them watch this match. I promise you that. Because this is going to be all of that and above. It is going to be bloody, brutal, vulgar. It's going to be. It's on pay-per-view. It's going to be ridiculous. And I'm taking Kenny. Oh, and it's Moxley versus Kenny Omega. And I'm taking the cleaner, Kenny Omega, obviously. Because who the fuck wants Mox as champion? Nobody. And honestly, it's just Kenny Omega is fantastic in the ring. Kenny Omega, all around, is fantastic. I mean, the picture he put up yesterday of the the rules. So rules pretty much state that if you hit 3 ropes, will be 3 sides of the ring. The ropes will be covered in barbed wire. When you hit off the ropes or get thrown in the turnbuckle, the dynamite will go off in a specific zone, depending on where you hit. Then there's 3 death something outside of the ring, where if you land on it, it explodes. And there's like barbed wire and all type of crazy shit. Then the whole match counts down 30 minutes. Because at the end of 30 minutes, no matter what, everything fucking explodes. Everything explodes. So this match, we haven't seen a death match on it like this level of wrestling in a while. It's been a while. The first one was obviously in Japan to set away very big feud. The feud I believe Funk was involved, Terry Funk. I could be wrong. I know Mick Foley has been in a few. Kenny Omega. I think he's been in a death match, not a barbed wire or exploding barbed wire death match. I think there's only been 5 of these matches total ever. And it's only when you have a feud so big and so bad and you guys have already beaten the shit out of each other so much to where they're like, what are we going to do? Well, this is how you finish it, because this is how you gain whatever respect. Their respect, they're this, they're that. whatever it may be, that's what you gain. And this is the whole reason I'm getting the pay-per-view. This is my first AEW pay-per-view that I've got. I've always watched highlights after. I've always watched them different ways, but this is one that I'm gonna get. I'm 100% getting. I already bought it. I'm about to buy it tonight. So just to make sure I have it, because this is going to be fantastic. Does the card look like completely stacked and it's going to be crazy? No, there's probably a few matches that are going to be like stinkers. Off bat, I hate to say it, a lot of people will probably be like, what the fuck? Matt Hardy versus Adam Page, stinker, probably. Let me see if there's any other matches that probably will be. Probably because of Ryo Mizunami, probably won't be a stinker because of her. But any other, if it would have been two AEW women, stinker. Bucks versus Jericho and MJF probably will be a stinker. So fuck. As much as I hate to say that. That's pretty much all the ones that I would think that are like complete stinkers and just gonna the bed. So, the rest of the card looks good. The ladder match for the face of Revolution, that looks okay. The Casino Tag Team Battle Royal, I'm not a fan of the whole fucking concept. I think it's real stupid. But hey, whatever. I thought the first one was stupid when it happened on. I don't even know if the first one I seen on Dynamite one week, I thought was completely stupid, completely dumb. But it was kind of entertaining. So as long as it's entertaining, I really don't care. I really don't. Obviously, Cajun, Starks, and Sting and Darby, there's going to be something crazy because of Darby. And that, I'm just going to go back to that fucking exploding barbed wire death match, because that alone is going to ring bells. That is going to be the talk of wrestling for the next week after this happens, I promise. This is going to be that type of caliber of a match. This is going to be fantastic. And the fact that you could watch it live, a death match, now there's ways you could watch death matches. I believe CZW has a online thing that you could watch, and they do death matches pretty often. There's a fucking promotion that's pretty much death matches, that just promotes death matches. So, and there's all type of death matches all over YouTube. So no matter what, you can find them. So yeah, this is going to be a great pay-per-view. Now, to anybody that is watching, let's talk wrestling. Now, this is the new segment that I came up with and brought up, that let's talk wrestling. So if anybody out there has anything that they want to talk about, let me know. But there's a few things I actually want to talk about that's wrestling related. I think that the fact that so many people jumped at the fact that it was going to be Brock Lesnar, that's the first thing that people said before they even heard shit or anything. They were like, yo, this is it. It's Brock. It's either going to be Brock. And a lot of people said Christian, and some people, even on the group, on Loudmouth Sports Talk, showed that, hey, he's still under contract. And some people said that he wasn't. And some people said that, and it's confusing, because is he or isn't he? I'm not one to really, do I read about stuff? Yeah, if something pops up on Ringside News on Facebook, I read it. Or if an article pops up that really looks good, I'll read it. But I anymore, I know I used to share a shit ton and a lot of rumors and reports, but I try not to do that, because honestly, to me, honestly, like, it was ruining wrestling in a way for me too, because when you know what's about to happen, it's not fun fucking watching it. Like, if I know the matches ahead of time, it's not cool watching it. So I kind of stopped sharing all that stuff. I stopped sharing the spoilers and stuff. I mean, like, if I make a pay-per-view thread and you click on it knowing that this is a pay-per-view thread and I spoil something for you, you can't be mad at that. But yeah, because even like I said, I would read it and share it, and then I'd be like, I'd watch, and then I'd be like, fuck, man, like, kind of read that this was kind of going to happen. And then sometimes obviously it wouldn't go as planned, but it would still be like, okay, this is pretty shitty that I kind of know it's happening. So it's kind of like, oh, what the hell? Now that I stopped doing that, I kind of enjoy wrestling more. Obviously, wrestling's not like it was when I was a kid, but I still enjoy it because there are great superstars that, you know, might not get the push that they deserve or might not get TV time, but when they do, they make it count, and those are the times that's what I watch for them people, for the wrestlers that really don't get a chance. So when they do, they actually show out. And to me, that's what wrestling is all about. That's why I started going to a lot of local promotions. Again, I really started to go to local shows because it's really what the fuck wrestling is. Like, that is the heart and soul of wrestling is, you know, independent wrestling. Like, for example, I go to all the IWC shows, all of them. Well, I've started to go to all of them, and it's fantastic because these guys are also so into it that they kind of, it goes over into social media, and that to me is fantastic because to me that's wrestling. You're living your gimmick. You're a jag-off in the ring. You're a jag-off online. You're a nice dude in the ring. You're a nice dude online. You're iffy in the ring. You're iffy online. Like, it's amazing because these guys breathe and live this shit because they want this shit. And that's what I like to see because that is wrestling. And the fact that when you're standing in line, you talk about wrestling to everybody, whether it's AEW, whether it's WWE, whether it's the show you're going to go to, you make friends and talk wrestling. Like, literally, some people on my Facebook that I know I've met at either IWC show, WWE shows, or just independent shows, or just through like Facebook, and we both like on like the same wrestling page or Loudmouth or anything. Like, I met so many people through that, just through wrestling, that like I think a lot of people don't get that neither, that wrestling is a community. Wrestling is great. So, and then when you go support these people, it feels so good to watch them grow into somebody. Like, for example, my one boy who goes to all the IWC shows, Cody, he's got to watch Wardlow since he's been in IWC, you know, just starting. So to see that is fantastic. Same with Britt. Like, it's fantastic to watch. So I really do think that there needs to be more people supporting local wrestling, because that sooner or later they will be the professional wrestlers. Some of them might not. Some of them might be very good independent superstars. There's people that are on the independents that are still stars because of just how much they travel and put in work. Like, they're still stars. Cole Cabana was one of them. Like, yeah, you make your little WWE shows and you know, you try out here and you might get a TV shot here or there or whatever, but you show your face enough that people start to recognize it and know you, and that's all that matters. So to me, that's pro wrestling. That's pro wrestling. That's nothing but the best. So at the end of the day, you have to understand and give that. You have to give 1,000% every time you step foot in that ring. Sorry, guys. That's somebody messaged. I just didn't know if it was about the show. But give that. Oh, my bad, y'all. But yeah, I was just like trying to like be like, why? And like, think like, okay, we got to do this, we got to do that. But what can we actually start to do to make a actual difference? Because if wrestling fans actually all got together, we could probably make something happen in pro wrestling. And that's, to me, honest, I do believe that. Like, I mean, maybe in like a AEW, not WWE, but what's up, guys? So whoever's tuning in right now, this is Wrestling Talk, where we talk anything and everything wrestling. So if you guys want to talk about something, drop it down and we can talk about it. Hey, Jeannie. So, like, yeah, if you guys want to talk anything wrestling, I was just talking about how I support a lot of local independent wrestling because that's where the heart and soul of, in my opinion, the heart and soul of wrestling is independence. And these guys love and live their gimmicks and their characters because it's pretty much what they do. So yeah, if you guys want to talk about anything, whether it's AEW, WWE, Impact, independent, we can talk about anything. Anybody watching. But I'm going to just continue talking about like the independence and like how I think that. What's up, Sean? This is Wrestling Talk, where we talk anything and everything wrestling. So if there's anything you want to talk about, whether it's a gimmick you're thinking is shitty, whether it's a gimmick you think is really good, or whether it's how shitty you think Raw is, that's where it all starts, wrestling in front of 10, 20 people. And that is a fact. That right there that's a fact where it's the heart and soul. And that's what I mean. That if you can't control them 10 to 20 people, you will not be able to control a bigger crowd. And I promise you that. I mean, the IWC shows I go to right now at, the capacity that they can be are still, I think, like 100 and some still, so it can still be spaced out. Still, I believe like maybe 250. But yeah, it's fantastic to watch these guys each time, each month evolve, and each month get even better and better, and watch them go to different states and win titles and go here and go there. And it's so good to watch some of these guys. Like, I'm starting to become real fans of some of these IWC guys that I watch. To just mention few, Mandime, Brian Pillman Jr. Why do you think they stopped the KO storyline with Roman, or is there something bigger in play? Brother, I thought the same fucking thing. Why is this stopped? Why? In my opinion, I think it was bad. Anytime you have KO, I do believe it intrigues people because Kevin Owens is very talented, whether it's on the mic or in the ring. I do believe that it could have been something better than, I hate to say it, Daniel Bryan is a fantastic wrestler, storyteller, and I'm happy that he's getting this shot, but I would rather see them shit on KO than shit on DB. That's just my opinion. DB is, I don't want to see him just get shit on. Wrestlers actually lose money for years, traveling 8 to 10 hours for 75. You really have to want to be a wrestler to be successful. That is very true. Very true. They go from state to state, whether driving, maybe doing a cheap flight. They have to do gear, merch. If you really want that, put an impact out there and make people say, what's that? And then you tell them, hey, this is my boy, or this is da-da-da. I agree. You and 75 and shit, that's being generous. Generous. There's people I know that say they only get 20 to 25 sometimes. So, damn. But, Sean, back to you. Something bigger in plan. I mean, the only thing bigger in plan I can think of is having him drop the title to DB so we can get DB versus Edge at Mania. I mean, that's the only bigger thing I could think of, and that's not going to fucking happen. So, wow, I have no clue. I have zero clue. And, I mean, and the fact that they keep having Jay lose is terrible, in my opinion. Utterly terrible. Just, why would they do that to him? He's not bad. He's not a bad wrestler. He's a pretty good wrestler. And you're having him get shit on damn near week in and week out. Since he's joined Roman, I think he won twice. That's not good, in my opinion. Not good at all. So, Ike, do you go to local wrestling events? Because I go to IWC. I might go to this one coming up. Nobody takes him seriously as Roman's henchman. Not at all. Not at all. I mean, I barely take him serious as Roman's Roman's henchman. I mean, he's pretty much there to take the ass beating. I mean, honestly, when Roman don't want to fight, he's like, "Hey, go. You're gonna get your ass kicked, not me today. Go out there." That's pretty much how they play him, and it's terrible. It's utterly terrible that they do that to him. I don't like. I think it's terrible. I mean, really, what can you do with him until fucking Jimmy gets back? You just have him. You throw him with Roman. I do. When I was watching Apollo coming up, I would watch him train and the local shows. That's amazing. And see, that's what I mean. When you get to watch somebody, I would go to see local wrestling, but nothing in my area. Damn, Sean, that sucks because I know when I was quarantine was going through, that was something I really looked forward to, like the local wrestling coming back. Because, I mean, yeah, you can go to a big, wrestling, WWE, AEW, and you get a type of feeling like yeah, this is wrestling, but there's nothing like walking into that gymnasium and these boys are running out to the ring and they're giving it their all and they're pointing to the ones that they remember from the other shows and they're coming around, hey man, like that to me is fantastic. But yeah, like Apollo, like my one boy said he loved to watch Corey Graves come up because he in PWX, he said he loved it and it was fantastic. Sean, where do you live? Oh, and what do you guys think about this whole fining of the leg slap? Apollo went to the same school as Moose and Austin Theory. Austin Theory went there a few years after they left. Austin Theory is very, very good. Very underrated. Moose, I like him. I mean, he's not my favorite, but I like him. DC area, Atlanta. Does Atlanta have any local wrestling at the moment? And DC, damn, man. What's the and what are they called down there? Like, what's your local promotions? Maybe I'll look them up on YouTube. Watch some of the guys. I love to watch new local guys. But what do you guys think of the finding of the leg slapping? I mean, come on. Would Shawn Michaels be Shawn Michaels if it wasn't for the leg slap? Would you find Shawn Michaels? Get the fuck out of here because there's technology now. They're gonna put the sound effect in. They're gonna put a sound effect in. This is come on, man. Really? A sound effect? A sound effect? The leg slap thing is horrible. The Rock wouldn't be able to make it. Sean, my fucking man. Hey, yes, facts. Facts. It's stupid. It's a super kick without a leg smack, without a leg slap. I personally love the leg slap. It makes the shot feel like it really. I wish I could make this bigger. I wish I can make your damn thing the whole screen for everyone to see. It makes it sound like it connects. It makes it sound like it connects. Like, come on. That's exactly what the fuck I was saying. As soon as I seen it, I was like, why? Why? You're really going to you're finding people for he's taking away professional wrestling from professional wrestling. He wants their wrestlers to be like movie stars. I honestly think Vince now thinks he shoots movies every Monday, Friday, and once a month on a Sunday. I think Vince thinks he's a fucking director. He's fucking, he thinks he's like a fucking, oh, don't even get me started. This guy thinks he's a director because they can put in sound effects. Sound effects. You know how dumb that's going to sound? To get a slapping sound that's not like coming through the phone. Sean, come on, brother. Say it louder, bro. In all caps. Type it again in all caps. Yes, the cameramen need to be trained better. They need to stop hitting these angles. Angles where A, they can see the leg slap, and B, we need to stop seeing them fucking talk to each other. We need to stop that. It's every week on both shows, and that's even AEW I'm talking about. WWE and AEW, it's on both shows. You see the shit. You see them talking about the match, and you see them, the leg slaps, and it's bad camera angles. And I agree with this 1,000%, 1,000%. It's been happening. It's bullshit. The camera and I seriously, Elisa, if you're watching, please, you can comment and say every week, at least one time on each show, I go, why didn't they change angles? Why didn't they change angles? Because that was bad. It's a bad angle. So, I just don't get it. They're not getting properly trained. I honestly think. And what are your guys' opinions on this whole new Apollo Crews? This is facts. Thanks, babe. But what do you guys think about this whole Apollo Crews character gimmick? Is Vince one of the most fucking stereotypical he really is such a stereotypical, wow. He always just gives the white boy a white man type of gimmick, the black guy a black guy gimmick. Why? I thought Apollo's gimmick, he was fine if he turned heel. Why couldn't he just turn heel with the same gimmick? Why? I don't it makes no sense. It's a yeah, it's a to me it is. And then he comes out talking in his accent with bodyguards. If you were going to make it a Wakanda thing, then that would have been pretty cool. That would be pretty cool. But you're not. And if you're going to do this, at least take him off TV. I could show you screenshots of our convo from yesterday. We both didn't think that the accent was necessary. Yeah, the accent is not you can be heel, the same gimmick, and I just don't like it. I really do think that Vince is very stereotypical when it comes to picking gimmicks for certain people, and it's disgusting. It's disgusting. As soon as he walked out, I looked at my wife and was like, Vince is terrible. This is bad. I can't wait till he pulls a Kofi and completely shits and goes right back to Apollo Crews' voice. Because it's going to happen. It is. I hope it does at least. I hope he pulls a Kofi Kingston. I hope he does. I just wanted to see Apollo Hill, not Apollo Hill in a new gimmick. And if you're going to do a new gimmick, he's still stuck in 1985. It's true. It's true, though. He is. Like, this is why somebody else needs to take the fucking chairman spot. I'm sorry. Like, and if you're going to do a complete gimmick change, at least take him off TV for a month. What I'm mad about, brother. Shit. Let's put it again. All caps it, brother. Like, come on. Like, what's Keith Lee doing? Shit. You give me Keith Lee versus Bobby Lashley at Mania, I'm happy. Keith Lee versus Bobby Lashley. Bobby Lashley versus Brock Lesnar, I'm happy. Him or Mr. Black. Hey, bro, Aleister Black, he's leaving the minute his contract's up. He's going to be AEW bound, and I really do think that, because I think Selena might be one of the things tomorrow. But we'll see. Aleister Black is completely a waste of talent. They're wasting him. He's so great of talent. So is Keith Lee. Keith Lee's such a fucking agile big man. But Ike, yeah, man. I mean, stuck in 1985. Vince is just terrible when it comes to picking gimmicks anymore. NXT gimmicks are way better than anything on Raw and SmackDown, in my opinion. Yeah, and are you guys upset as I am about Undisputed Era? I could damn near shed a tear. Like, damn near. That's sad to see. I love that faction. It was great, in my opinion. I loved it. Mr. Black. Where Aleister Black? But I'm happy they didn't give him the pirate gimmick, though, Sean. That whole pirate thing with the eye patch was a little much, in my opinion. I wasn't digging it. I didn't like it. And the faction of Ali, oh my God, just get rid of it. Oh, please. That shit, they pretty much are. Like, Vince had his toys, and then he was like, oh, I don't like them. Change their masks. And then he did it, and he was like, oh, they're even worse. Okay, next toy. That's what he does. Ali should just be a fucking singles competitor, because he's amazing. He is amazing as a singles competitor, and I don't care what anyone says. I do not care. A lot of people say he's not. To me, he is. To me, he is. Ali's good talent. He's being wasted. I would like this still, though. Before they break up, can I get a Reckoning versus Woods match, please? I would really like a intergender match. Just it's been a while since I've seen one. It's just been a while. Ali is a beast. He is. Facts. Come on. Ike knows. He's good. He's good talent. He's fantastic talent. Ali is great. So at the end of the day, Ali just needs to have a better gimmick, which is definitely not fucking Retribution, the leader of it, because they should have ran with that whole cyber thing he was doing. Wasn't he doing like a cyber? Like, that was definitely him, back when the whole thing would get hacked. The hacker, my bad, the hacker. That was Ali. And then they switched that to. Shana, do you think Ali will win a singles title? Oh, what happened? Sorry, guys. Singles title shot, win a singles title shot. Not with this gimmick, brother. Sean, not with this gimmick. Nah. Not with this gimmick. UE and the Happen, in my opinion, gotta have Cole versus O'Reilly like in ROH. Then push Finn versus Strong. I would like to see Cole versus O'Reilly, but I would like to see it be for the NXT title. That's what I want to see. Finn versus Strong. And like I said, I like to see it, but I want to see Adam Cole with the title. And this is, do you think Ali will win a singles titles match? Once they get out this gimmick, yeah, and he deserves it. IC title, 100%. 1000% deserves an IC title. Just not as the leader of Retribution. It makes no sense. Because if you're a leader of a faction like that, you should 1000% be a world champion, not a mid card title. That's mid card titles are for people in your faction, not for the leader of a faction. So that it just won't happen, in my opinion. Knowing Vince, he'll have Ali be the next Muhammad Ali. Oh, and if you guys don't know who Muhammad Hassan is, you just look it up. Just Vince is such. Then this is what I mean. You see what I mean? This is what this with the whole Apollo with him. They're good talent, and he throws race. It's just race. He just has to throw it. I just don't understand why. Why does it I don't get it. Like Zack Ryder, for example, was like your typical I mean, he did come around Jersey Shore when that was kind of popular, so he kind of took advantage of that. And I think they saw how pretty connected fans did the Robbie E in TNA. So I think Vince was like, we have to have one of them on our show. Just getting in on topic of Retribution, why would they be lumberjacks? Made no sense given their gimmick. I mean, yeah, it makes no sense. Would they be lumberjacks? It made no sense given their. Just getting in on topic of Retribution, why would they be lumberjacks? What? Wait, what? What are we talking about? With lumberjacks, did something happen on SmackDown? I didn't watch all of SmackDown. I only watched bits and pieces. So, was there a lumberjack match with Retribution somewhere? I have no clue. I'm lost. Robert, can you help me out, buddy? Because I'm lost, bud. During Lashley versus Miz. I mean, they probably made a deal. It's probably a deal they made or something like that. I didn't watch the end of Raw, so I just woke up to see Lashley champion, and I was like, holy shit! When Miz ran away, I was like, are they really doing this? And I got really pissed off, and I kind of turned off Raw, and was like, oops. So yeah, and I fell asleep. I turned it kind of back on, then I fell asleep. Then I woke up and Bobby Lashley was champion. I was like, holy shit. So, yeah, but to me, I mean, how MVP made the deal with Miz? MVP probably made a deal Ollie, you'll get a title shot. And then he'll crush Ollie or crush somebody on Retribution. And yeah, and that's another thing. Lashley winning this title, Lashley has to go on a killing spree. Killing. He has to just murder everyone you put in front of him. Even at Mania, you have to have him murder everyone you put in front of him for a good month or two before you have him even lose, in my opinion. But that Lashley winning was fantastic. It's probably a deal. What's his name made? MVP. That's it. Probably just a deal. Yeah, a deal they made. Ollie will get a title shot. God, hope he doesn't win. I mean, could he? No. I mean, it's fucking Lashley. You can have Retribution versus Lashley, and Lashley's going to win. Honestly. I think Lashley needs to be a dominant person. You don't make him dominant, you just shit the bed. Shit it. And that's just how it is. You have to have Lashley go on a dominant spree. Is there anything else you guys want to talk about? Wrestling? wrestling. This wrestling talk. This is going to happen on every show from now on. So we can talk about anything anybody wants. It doesn't even have to be current shit. So, Robert, I know that you live in Ohio. Is there any local wrestling promotions that are open around you? Miz was screwed fair and square. He needed more time. Sean, I don't know about that. Miz, like, yeah, is he a great? Is he a great? Wow, is he great? Yes. I don't think that he needs to be champion though. Miz is just great, and we all know Miz is good. I mean, would I like to see Miz with a little bit more of a title run? Like, hell yeah. But I would rather see Lashley as champion more. And I'm just being honest. Like, Lashley as champion is fucking amazing. It's fucking fantastic. Like, this is what I've been wanting. Hurt Business to have titles. An MVP not wrestle and just be the fucking boy calling the shots like it's happening. He's being the big dude. IDK, if this has been talked about, but how do you feel about Bad Bunny in the 24/7 title? Logan Smith, actually, hey, I think it's not that bad. They're bringing in somebody that's an actual wrestling fan. He trained to do all of the things that he's done so far. I think it's honestly a good angle that they're going with. I really do. And it's obviously going to be Miz and Bunny at Mania. Then that's why Miz lost. Who's the AEW big signing? Shit, bro. Your guess is as good as mine. I went through them all. Kurt Angle, Brock Lesnar, CM Punk, AJ Lee, Lita, Tessa Blanchard. I went through like so many names. Christian, Enzo and Cass. If Enzo and Cass come in as I don't know his new name, guys. If any of you guys know, put it in the comments. If they come out and win the Battle Royal, that's fucking awesome. Miz should have headline WrestleMania with Lashley winning at Mania. He doesn't need that big stage because he doesn't. I mean, it would have made more of an impact on his career, maybe, but Cass XL, that's his name, like legit. So, I mean, I don't know. Maybe it would have made his win more legendary or, made it like a legacy win, but I don't know. I don't think he needs it. Let's see. No, right now everything is still basically shut down where I live. We get a few little small shows, but Brian Pillman Jr. was someone who was like the biggest that come around. Hey, Brian Pillman's almost not a lot of IWC events. He just dropped the IWC title to Bill Collier. Big time Bill Collier. He's amazing. Yeah, he dropped the title to him. But my man Robert said he thinks his name is Cass XL, which, hey, my man is definitely XL now. My man got ripped. Did y'all see that picture in the video? My man is huge. I think it's Kurt Angle. He put out a video putting on his wrestling gear saying to be continued. My man, would I love to see it? Yes, but I just think that Kurt needs to just spend time away. Like, I think he made a career. He's made a legacy in both TNA and WWE. He does not need to make any more of an impact. It's good. Like, I don't see it being, I mean, I won't care at all. I would like to see Kurt back in the ring, but at the end of the day, I don't think it's needed. I saw that Kurt video too. That's what my thought was. Hey, man, if it's Kurt, that's big, but I just don't think, I mean, It could be. It could be Kurt. Probably Kurt. But they said 2. So who do you guys think? So if Kurt's one of your guys' picks, who's the second? And does anybody know if Christian is actually still under contract? I've read multiple articles and they all say something different. 2 say he is, 2 say he's not. I'm still sticking to Christian, brother. All right, man. If I can verify that he does not have a contract with WWE, I will 1,000% say Christian. 1,000% say Christian. Ethan Page, I think, be the other. Ooh, Ethan Page. Maybe. And maybe the female could be Page. Like it, because I do think they say 2, and I do think it's going to be female and male. Tessa Blanchard would be huge. Tessa Blanchard would be huge. Paige would be huge. And is Paige still under contract with WWE? I don't believe so. Oh, wait. She is. So it can't be Paige because I believe Paige does backstage because it came back with Renee Young. So yeah. So Christian, Gail Kim, that's a good one. That's a fucking good one. And she's fantastic. Let's not forget Gail Kim. She was good. Good. I mean, her run in TNA was, in my opinion, better than WWE. But yeah, really good. I would love to see Tessa. That'd be a great signing. Oh, Logan, fantastic signing. Fantastic. I think it would make for such a great women's division. She can definitely help them go to the next level, help the slackers in the women's division, because there definitely is. AEW's women's division, I hate to say, is a snooze fest. You take 3-4 people out of that roster, and it's a complete snooze fest. My opinion, AEW's women's division is shit. Complete shit. So, Logan, is that your second pick, or is that just like a maybe? Like, I would like to see this, but you're not sure. Because from what I hear, she's still in talks with NXT. From stuff I've read. Gail Kim, I'm going to put that one back up because that was one that hasn't been mentioned, but that's a good guess. That's a good thought. And I didn't think she is Hall of Fame worthy too. She is a fan. Sean, that's a fantastic guess, brother. Yeah, I mean, shit, I didn't even think of Gail Kim. That's my maybe. I'd follow her for a while, and I just want to see her do great things. Oh, she's fantastic. I wanted her to sign with WWE. I wanted Charlotte to be champion. I would love to see Mania Tessa versus Charlotte, but right now I don't think it's in the cards. I just don't think it's going to happen this year. Maybe in the future, but not at this moment, obviously. Going with Hall of Fame worthy part of the clue. Yeah, it's Gail Kim, man. Shit, man. That was such a good guess. I really she was the last. She would have been the last person I thought of, honestly. Honestly, I thought Alita. I thought Trish Stratus. I say Gail Kim and Kurt Angle. Whoa, Hall of Fame worthy right there. Jesus Christ. The Hall of Fame worthy clue, though, Tony said what? Renee Young as the second. Renee Young, Brian, if I'm not mistaken, just re-signed a contract with WWE because she does the backstage that just came back. And honestly, she said that she don't want to work at AEW because something about she doesn't want people to say that Mox somehow helped her get the job, something like that. But yeah, Renee Young's back on WWE contract from the last thing I've read. I still can't get over that Gail Kemp, bro. Like Tony Khan referred to the Hall of Fame worthy person as he. So the Hall of Fame worthy person is a guy with Kurt Christian, Enzo and Cass is out of the question. Then they're not Hall of Fame worthy. Not yet, at least. Fuck. I'm trying to think of Brock. Batista. But Batista, if Batista signs, it's his fucking WWE Hall of Fame is not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. So that's not. Now that I think about it, Batista will never sign because he'll never get into the WWE Hall of Fame. And something else I read, everyone, Kurt is in Hall of Fame. Yeah, but it's just still Hall of Fame worthy in the Hall of Fame. They go together. But something else I read that Vince says that he's going to take down AEW and everybody who betrayed him is going down with him. I read that somewhere. I don't know if it's true or not, but yeah. Kurt is in the Hall of Fame. Yeah, he's in the Hall of Fame, but like I said, Hall of Fame worthy and in the Hall of Fame. I feel like they're trying to twist words to make you think it might be somebody. And those people were disrespected in some way like Big Show. And those people were disrespected in some way like Big Show. Facts. And guys, if you guys watched AEW, the No More BS, do you think it stands for No More Big Show or No More Bullshit? Because I said bullshit. My wife was actually the one to be like, Luch, are you fucking serious? She was like, are you, babe, really? I was like, what? She was like, No More Big Show. And I was like, holy shit. That's like, are you serious? So, sounds like Vince, yeah. I mean, Vince hates anyone who wants to help wrestling, honestly. Because like I said before, Vince wants to be a fucking director and not a, wrestling promoter. I just don't understand. Sound effects. Jericho is announcing with Big Show on the new show on the signing was considered for a commentary I read. Huh. Jericho is announcing with Big Show on the new show. One of the signings are considered for a commentary I read. I mean, I haven't read that, but I mean, commentary. I think Jerry Lawler, didn't he re-sign with WWE? So it can't be Jerry. Booker T, I don't know if he's under contract. Double entendre for sure. Definitely Robert. Fuck. A commentator. I'm trying to think. I mean, they have JR. Not revealed to the current topic, but can I just how good I think Brian Cage is? Dude is a beast of a big man. He's a great person. Hold up. Hell yeah. Let's share this. Let's go, man. It's not related to the topic, but can I just how good I think Brian Cage is? Dude is a beast of a big man and a great person too. Met him backstage in an Impact event. That is, I mean, Brian Cage is fantastic for a big man in a lot of ways. Jay Styles. Jonathan Coachman. Holy shit, I totally forgot about that one, Sean. That might be a good one. Oh, shit. Joey Styles, yeah. Oh, yeah, Joey Styles. Maybe. But Brian Cage is a great big man. He moves pretty good for his size. I just think he's too fucking big. He's too fucking big. Like, his upper is too fucking big for his lower, in my opinion. He's just so huge. He's huge. But very agile for his size. And very good, though, in the ring. Cannot take it away from him. Very good. Lance Archer is another very good big man. So, what, since obviously we got some AEW fans, What are your guys' predictions for Revolution? I went over them earlier, but not too many people were on then. So, what are your guys' predictions? We have the Casino Tag Team Royal. Winner gets a tag team title shot. I took Varsity Blondes or the Death Triangle. Matt Strikes for Lucha Underground. He also has a relationship with most people in AW. Matt Striker actually is a very good commentator. Very good. He's very good wrestling knowledge. Very, very good. Very good thing. I mean, I did hear that Chris Jericho is going to move to AW commentary for permanently. So that might happen. But then we have the face of the Revolution ladder match with Cody Rhodes, Lance Archer, Penta El Zero, Scorpion Sky, Max Caster, and the special guest, which would be one of the people that Big Show talked about. Then we have the women's title match, Hikaru versus Ryo Mizunami. Jay gets the pin on Brandy. What? Sean, what are you talking about? What? What on Brandy? Brandy's pregnant, Sean. Is she not wrestling? Women's title match, Hikaru versus Ryo Mizunami, Matt Hardy versus Adam Page, Cage and Starks versus Sting and Darby, Bucks versus Jericho and MJF, and the AEW World title match, the exploding barbed wire death match. Probably meant Britt. Britt gets the pin on Brandy. Jay gets the pin on Britt. Probably meant Britt. Yeah. I think that's Ethan in the ladder match, but I think Archer. Archer would not be bad. You guys know who I want. Penta El Zero all day. In the barbed wire death match, I'm taking Kenny Omega. Has Chris Masters' name been thrown into the? Oh, not at all, my brother. Not at all, Logan. That's a good ass fucking guess. Chris Masters. Now that's a guess. Sorry, I was thinking of something else. Sean, no problem. No problem, brother. But yeah, Chris Masters, that's a hell of a guess, brother. Ethan is a special guest and Archer wins. That's something. Well, I'm taking Kenny Omega. I'm taking Jericho and MJF, Cage and Starks, Adam Page, Hikaru, Penta El Zero. My pick is Varsity Blondes and Death Triangle. And those are my picks. So what are your guys? And I know I butchered Ryo's name. I watch New Japan not that often. If it's on, I watch it. But I'm about to get the network, so it's about to be over. So we're going to be going over New Japan soon, too, on the show. A lot of wrestling. And I did move, and the background is still bare because I'm trying to get a green screen. It's figuring everything out. But yeah. What else you guys want to talk about? Or give me the predictions, your guys' predictions. Obviously, Shaq got out of the ambulance that he was hurt on Wednesday, so he's probably going to show up. And, you know, they could bring in the Rainmaker from New Japan. Well, maybe. Is he still under contract, though, with New Japan? Like, I know they have a deal, but, like, I think they said, like, these are AEW signed people. They are slow cooking Britt. I think Britt, didn't Britt win the last match she was in? I could have swore she won. Is Ricochet out of contract yet? No, Ricochet is still under contract. Ricochet is still under contract. It could be Leah. Oh my God, what is his name? What is his name? He was just on this season of the challenge. Leo Rush. It could be Leo Rush. I didn't even think about that one either. It could be Lio Rush. Sean, thank you, Sean. Lio, it could be. It could be Lio Rush. That would be a big one. That would be a big one. That would be. Slow cooking Britt. I think they're gonna give Britt the proper run eventually. I just don't know when. I just don't know when. I actually have no clue when. Selena Vega, I'm definitely going with that. I think that's a good one for the women's, and I do think she would bring a lot of good matches with her. I would love to see her wrestle too, because she is very good talent. Lio Rush. I mean, these are all really, really good guesses. Logan, that Chris Masters got me thinking too, bro. Just like how Sean Gail Kim, like that was a good one. Chris Masters was a good one. I'm trying to think of like people that either just got out of contracts, but you guys got to remember when people get out of WWE contracts, they have to wait 30 days before they sign with anybody. So some WWE contracts are fucked. I'm trying to think. I would love to see Aleister Black, but from what I've read, he's still under contract because I definitely looked that up. I 1,000% looked that up. You should make a poll after the stream. Definitely will. So if I had to make a poll with 5 people, who would you say I would say Christian, Kurt, Brock, Masters, and Lio Rush. Now, who would you guys add on to that pool? And I'll probably make the poll tomorrow, just so it's on it. And there will be a thread for Revolution. Please do not post anything on the Loudmouth Sports Talk. Just keep it on the thread, and it'll be pinned at the top, just so everybody knows I'll be making it tomorrow. Because I'm going to be going live for the death match, 1,000%. I'm going live for the death match. So whoever's watching AW Revolution, tune in because we're going it together. Austin Aries, that's a good ass guess. Good ass guess. I don't even know for real. I mean, maybe. I don't know. That's a good ass guess though. Christian, Brock, Lio, EP, the Giant. EP the Giant. Hey. Nice little pick. Austin Aries, Eva Marie, Sean. Exit. Leave. Bye with that shit. I wish I can delete your comment. Wait, could I? I could. Sorry, bud. That had to go away. That was bullshit. Comment a real answer. I don't think anyone would want Aries, bro. Why? What? What? Are you crazy? Jay Lethal was a fucking fantastic guess. But bro, really? Really? He hasn't had any match for a very, very long. Like, okay, he has had controversy. He has had controversy, but he is a good ass talent. He is good talent, though, Robert. You know he is. He is fantastic. Sorry, and Sean, I just had to. That comment was bullshit. You know it. Oops, sorry. Let's see what this says. An AW is like super masking. Aries is hard to work with, but he's fantastic. If you wrestle good, who gives a shit? I'm not saying you do hate Aries, bro. I'm just saying he's a fantastic wrestler. You can say he's a shitty person or he's whatever, but in the ring, he's fucking phenomenal, and you cannot take it away from the man. He's good at what he does. I was a fan of Aries when he was in TNA. I had like almost all the shirts. Like, big fan of his. But I do agree that he does have a lot of controversy. I've heard he's very hard to work with in the ring because he likes to call legit all the spots, all the shots, everything. So, yeah, I hear he is a hard ass to work with, but fuck, he's a good talent. Fuck it. I'd sign him. Bully Ray. That's great. That's actually a good guess. But I don't know. We'll see. I just don't see Bully doing it. I just really don't see Bully wanting to do it like that. But fuck, Bully Ray might be like phenomenal. I mean, not the best in ring, but he's good on the mic and he knows how to work a ring. But not the best technical. But Bully Ray is a good guess and would bring some type of ruggedness. Chris Sabin. Isn't he already signed to AEW? Where's my phone? I could have swore Chris Sabin was already signed to AEW or signed to a company. No, actually, I don't think he is. If it's fucking Ryback, I'll kick my TV. I'll fucking drop kick my TV on live. I swear to God. I swear to God. I'll drop kick my TV live on Facebook. If Ryback comes out, it's a fact that you guys will get to see it happen. Dude, I'm still trying to look up. It says I can't really find anything that says like he's signed. He's signed to Impact Wrestling right now. So like, I mean, they have a partnership. So like, maybe he can show up, but like, in no way, shape, or form, I think it's going to be him. If it's Ryback, I'll boycott. Dude, if you do it live, I'll say, listen, if it's him, I'll do it live just to get that MJF figure. I swear to God. It might not be my big TV. It'll be a smaller TV, but I'll definitely drop kick a TV. I promise you that. I can promise you that. And for an MJF figure, fuck it, I'll do it right now. So let me hook up a TV real quick. I've been looking for that son of a bitch everywhere. I can't find it. Can't find it. Like Chris Sabin, I mean, like I said, he's an Impact star right now, signed to Impact. So, he could show up because it's a partnership, but he's definitely not signed to them. I mean, if anything, I would say, Cowboy James Storm, because Cowboy James Storm is a week-to-week with Impact, or a month-to-month, or however they're doing it right now. So, if anything, he was probably like, yo, I'm not re-signing. I'm going to go with them. But from what I hear, he's just doing Impact until he can get into the WWE, until all the bullshit's done, like COVID bullshit. He just wants to not deal with that shit. But yeah, if it's right, don't boycott AEW. But just anytime he's on, just turn it off. Like, fuck it. Bye-bye. Like, because he's not a good wrestler. He hurts more people than he's worth. Is he a big name? Yeah. What's up, Court? Sabin was the man. Dude, Sabin was the man in TNA. He really was. What was the tag team name? The Machine Guns, right? The Machine Guns. Or, Court, what was the tag team? Cages, 1,000 Ryback. But he's a good worker, and he knows he doesn't hurt nobody. Because I said earlier about Sting, and I was like, yo, Sting I'm begging for it to be James Ellsworth return. Oh my God, no. Oh no. No, Logan, no. Motor City Machine Guns. Thank you. Thank you, Brian. Motor City Machine Guns. Saban was crazy in that. And I think that I would love to see Saban come, but I just don't think it's going to be him. I would love to see it though. But James Ellsworth, come, Logan, brother, no, fuck no. We can't have that. Why? No, he's not even good in a comical way. When he was with Mela, it was comical, but just alone, it's just terrible. Oh yeah, he's 1,000 times better than Ryback, and he can actually work. He doesn't hurt people because 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 like I was saying before, when he tried to like slam him, like do his power bomb the Sting. I think because the way Sting sold it when his legs kept up in the air, I think he wanted Cage to put him primarily on his upper shoulders and like lower neck. And I'm pretty sure Cage was like, bro, I'm not doing that. You're like fucking 70. I'll kill you. Like, I'm like 30 something and built like a fucking brick house. Like, put Ellsworth in it shit or put in shit deeper than Dream. I mean, dude, I would, but no. Just no Ellsworth, please. No, we don't need that. We don't know. I don't want that shit. No one wants that shit. Nobody. Nobody at all. But I mean, like I said, there's a bunch of names that could be floating around. Is it? And it's he said Hall of Fame worthy. Hall of Fame worthy. You guys are saying James Ellsworth is Hall of Fame worthy? Oh God. Please. Logan, I know you were joking, but this is no Ellsworth at all. That's an independent man right there. Let him stay independent. Let him stay in the indies. That's how it works. But like, oh my God. You guys have any more guesses or just want to talk about anything more wrestling? Ellsworth sent dick pics to a 13-year-old girl. He's done. Oh yeah. I mean, dude, you know how many people like that's Ellsworth is a weirdo. He has no chin. And he can't wrestle. It was funny when he was with Mela, but it faded fast. Very fast. And Logan, I know, because if you're a real wrestling fan and you like actually James Ellsworth, you shouldn't be a wrestling fan. I'm sorry. Because he was terrible all around. All around. But hey, Court and Sean, I don't know if you two are still watching, but if you guys are, what do you guys think about the fining of the leg slapping? To me, it's bullshit. But yeah. Sent dick. Like that's ridiculous. He should be sent to jail. But anything else? You guys got any more guesses? Anything else you guys want to talk about? Because I mean, there's a lot to talk. Got me somewhat. Like I said, I am going to go live. Bullshit. Leg slapping should be allowed. Tell me about it. Tell me about it. It makes the super kick fun. You know what it makes the super kick also? Sound like it connects. Sound like it's legit. And if I can go up here real quick. Sean, how do you get it? Please tell me how you get it. Please. It makes no sense. How are you supposed to get the sound effect? Now they're going to put in sound effects. Vince McMahon's not directing a movie, Sean. This is professional wrestling. What are you like? But I get it. It's not up to get. It's the cameramen that are fucking up, catching the leg slaps. That's what it is. Hell yeah. But like, it makes it sound real. Drew, well, it's Robert, in a way, he does, but it's kind of easier to do it because he's going at the person, and normally the camera's on the other side of the person, so it is kind of easier to hide it that way. With the super kick, you kind of have to go like that, and you're kind of more in the view of the camera. That's why a lot of people stop kicking the leg out and they kick this one, the one that stays straight. Sometimes. But like at the same time, he does do a good job hiding it. There's people that really still do. The finding is bullshit, but need to find a different way to get the sound effect slapping another part of the body. And that's true. I don't want to hear sound effects by a fucking thing in the truck. It's not what I want. I want you need to slap this. You slap the other leg, not the kicking leg. And that's what people do. And that's why it always gets caught on fucking camera. And that's what Vince is trying to change. It's being used too much and getting caught. I think it's a way to make them hide it better. It is, but a sound effect, Brian, do you think a sound effect? And like I said again, Vince is running a wrestling promotion, not a fucking movie. Like he's not directing movies. He's not, it's none of that. He's not running any of that. That's not that. That's not that. Like and the think he's actually wanting to put a sound effect behind pro wrestling. There's already sound effects with the fucking crowd, and it's terrible. And it is being used too much, but the problem is the cameramen. They're catching it. They need to be taught how not to catch the shit. So, like, it's that. It has nothing, in my opinion, nothing to do with the leg slapping. It has everything to do with the goddamn cameraman. In my opinion, the cameramen need to be trained. This is what me and Sean Moments went over earlier. The cameramen need to be trained better. It's them who catch the leg slaps. You're a professional wrestler. You're trained to do this. This is what you do. That you have to make it sound like it connects. How are you going to do that? In my opinion, you should slap this leg, the leg that stays, not the leg that goes up. Yes, yeah, wouldn't sound. It would not sound right.
Yo.
Well, hold on real quick, real fast. If you right here, this is a fact right here. Also, we all know it's entertainment. And there's certain things that need to be done to make it entertaining. A computerized slapping sound wouldn't sound right. And 1,000%.
1,000% right.
That's right.
But here's the thing. Slapping the part of a body. Okay, going to independent wrestling shows, we've gone to them. A punch, everything was the inside part of the person's like rib cage, or the outside part of the person's rib cage.
Yeah.
The arm. Okay. Slapping the other leg would work, but it's kind of hard to do that. Like actually, like do it and make it right.
Shawn does it. Shawn Michaels does it.
Shawn Michaels been doing it for years now.
Dolph does it. And Dolph does it really good.
Dolph does it. Shawn Michaels does it. But
it doesn't help Smack Raw do 1,000 camera cuts in production. That's true. Again, it's the fucking cameramen. They're catching it. You need to be trained not to catch it. Like, it's that simple. When you see, as a cameraman for professional wrestling, you need to know your spots. You need to know, okay, he's going to start the setup for the super kick. So let's switch to this camera to make sure you don't see whatever. That's
I don't think it's the cameraman. It's the guys in the production truck who are cutting to the cameras that need to know what camera to cut to when the super kick's coming.
Well, it's that, but like Robert said, It's the 1,000 fucking camera cuts on a Raw and SmackDown.
Yeah.
And that's a fact. They have way too many camera cuts. You don't fully get to see everything. There's people that hide it very well, but a lot of people don't.
I mean, Drew hides it pretty well, but you know where he's slapping at. But like you said, Michaels and Dolph probably the only two that have it down the best. And
Kevin Dunn's pretty good.
Who?
Kevin Dunn.
Okay. Maybe. But I mean, those two beside in WWE are the only two. But the fining, I think it's bullshit on the fining. I don't think you should have to get fined for slapping your leg to get to make it sound like you connected with the person's chin.
Like Adam Cole, for example, or like who does the sweet chin anymore?
Adam Cole does it, and Adam Cole
will leg slap every time.
He sucks at slap. You could see his leg slap every time. So
it doesn't matter. Please. Adam Cole is one of the best wrestlers.
He is one of the best wrestlers, but his leg slap sucks.
And that's probably primarily one of the reasons. But Dolph does it, but Dolph's really good at it. Oh yeah. And again, it's the camera people and the production people. When you know he's going to do the last shot, cut the fucking camera. Go to a different angle. Because if you know someone sucks at this, and he does it week in and fucking week out, cut the fucking camera. Go to a different camera. It's not that hard. It's not that hard. Production truck needs to learn this shit. Needs to learn it. And needs to learn it before AEW starts to do some crazy shit.
Well, AEW is making some noise. They've been making noise, but they're making even more noise. I think they made big noise with, Snoop.
No more BS.
They're making noise with bringing on Snoop Dogg, bringing on definitely Shaq, and getting Shaq to wrestle when WWE could not get him to wrestle.
Shaq, it's because of Cody. And Shaq's going to show up at the pay-per-view and screw Cody out of the ladder match because he wasn't in the ambulance when they got checked. It's going to happen, which will set up a pay-per-view match, the next pay-per-view, which will be their like WrestleMania pay-per-view.
Right.
Which will be Shaq versus Cody, which is going to be crazy.
And listen, and Shaq impressed me.
Yeah.
Like he impressed me. Like he actually listen, I wouldn't want to take that chest slap shot that he gave Cody.
Listen, no. This wasn't a chest slap. This fucker came down. He came down. Like that big ass fucking frying pan of a hand. Just boom. And that whole chest was just red instantly. I wish Snoop would have leg slapped on that frog splash. Listen, that last frog splash never gets in the ring again. I'm okay.
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
That was
the worst. It was the worst frog splash I've ever seen in my life.
He wasn't even on the corner. He wasn't even on the turnbuckle. He was on the ropes.
Yeah.
I understand you're like 6-something. You play basketball pretty good. You should be athletic. But it's I don't know. And when I get
it. Here's the thing. You're supposed to be athletic. You know what I mean? Like people say that you're supposed to be athletic. You should be good at this. But wrestling, being athletic wrestling and being athletic wrestling wise and being an athletic in basketball is totally different.
That's true, but you have to have a little bit of athleticism in general.
But to jump, here's the thing: to jump off that top rope, that takes all of core strength. That's not even like that's not legs. That's your core.
He could jump. It's the fact that when he jumped, he just got into this like little position, like he was like already ready to take like he didn't extend and come back. It was just fell. He kind of just got into the position and fell, and it was like what Shaq slapped and Walter slaps don't count pay me enough. Yeah, I mean that's a fact. You can't pay me enough to take a Shaq slap or a Walter slap. No, you can't.
Walter slap. Oh my god.
No, he puts you to the ground and knocks the wind out you.
Yeah,
not doing that. Cody. I mean, when Shaq hit Cody, and the fact that when Shaq should have sold the first one like it didn't hurt. Shaq was like, "Oh," on the first one, and then the second one he was just like, "Whatever." Should have just did that to the first one and then spun dude around and just boom. Because
and you know what? And the bad part is he pulled back. He pulled back on it. He didn't even like fully slap him. He pulled back on that slap. And
it still hurt. That made me make a face when it happened. I was
it did too. It did too. It made me make a face.
I was like, and then he took the bump through the tables, and Cody that was straight on his chest, just landed, which probably knocked the wind out of Shaq for a little bit. But Shaq, listen,
Shaq sold.
I don't know who taught Shaq to sell, but it was probably a dead person because he laid there like he just got shot. He had just, mouth open and everything, like. He laid with his mouth open like he was about to get chalked outline.
Listen, he sold them being knocked out perfect. So
Cody jumping sideways over the top rope to crossbody Shaq. Now that's athleticism.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, Cody and Shaq, it was a lot better than I thought it was going to be because I thought it was about to be a shit show. I thought what was going to happen was Shaq was going to come out, be the most stiffest fucker in the ring. I thought we were going to get a Kevin Nash of wrestling again. Yeah. And he came out and showed a little bit of wrestling skills. You can tell, no, he didn't spend a lot of time in the ring, but there's time in the ring. He spent time in the ring. Same with, when people ask me about Bad Bunny, I said the same thing. When he took the jump, you can tell it was a trained jump. He learned how to jump, which, hey, if you take the time to learn it, fucking do it. Yeah. But don't just come in and just expect a check because your fucking name is big.
Yeah. But, brother, you keep doing the show well, man, like you've always been doing. I'm going to get out of here. Take care of family business, but great show, man.
All right, brother. Good luck.
Peace.
But, yeah, I was thoroughly impressed with Shaq also. Just like I said, like Bad Bunny. Like, when you have two people that actually want to wrestle and like wrestling, it makes it easier to work with them. When they're just here for a check, they don't care. They don't care. So, like, yeah. When you – and that's my whole thing. When you give someone something to they actually care, like I said, Bad Bunny, Shaq, you could tell. And like Logan said, ML too. Yeah. And Pat McAfee. You could say Pat McAfee too. You could say Pat McAfee because he trained before he got in the ring. And you can tell he did because of his, I think Bad Bunny, but R-Truth. I like Bad Bunny, but R-Truth made it 24/7 time. Bro, facts. And that's a fact. I would like to see Bad Bunny drop it at Mania, which he probably will. But yeah, I kind of missed the antics of the 24/7 title. It pretty much was why the 24/7 title was invented, to bring some fun to wrestling, I guess, or to Raw, because it really wasn't at the time. like Pat McAfee was real good. He impressed the shit out of me. That match against Adam Cole was impressive. The match, the steel cage match, them versus the Undisputed Era was good. Pat McAfee did a fucking moonsault off the top of the cage of the war games. So yeah, I mean shit. But Logan, I agree. R-Truth made the 24/7 title. I loved watching McAfee. He did some crazy shit. He did. And that's what I mean. And when you do crazy shit like that, you need to train for crazy shit like that. And that's what makes me respect that man in wrestling. He was probably my fave for celeb performance, Pat. Yeah, one of them. He was definitely one of my favorite performers that's, coming to wrestling. But do you guys think that Shaq versus Cody is going to happen on the next pay-per-view, AEW pay-per-view? Obviously, I do think he's going to come out to tamper with Cody and not make him win this ladder match. Like, it'll almost happen, and then Shaq will come out, and then do you guys want to see that? I mean, shit, one-on-one, I'd like to see him actually see what he got, because he didn't call her an elbow tie-up off rip with Cody, and did the whole I'm stronger, I'm the bigger man, and pushed him. Like yeah, you learn that by watching, but to actually lock up, like you learn that. Like yeah, you could watch it and try it with your brothers and shit, but like until you go to like a school or get taught, you can't do it. And he really did the shit. So yeah, I can see it happening, and I think it'll be a pretty decent match. Like I said, if he trains and them two work together about how the match is gonna go, yeah, it'll be decent. It'll be decent. It's not gonna be like, oh my god, Shaq's the next big man of pro wrestling, but like he's definitely gonna make, his name rings bells. But guys, I hate to say it, but that is the end of the show. Until next time. Wait, hold on. Wait, one more. Just one more. Hear me out. If Leo comes on, happens, and Leo plays Shaq's hype man, I'm for it. No, because Leo's more than that. Because that's pretty much doing like a whole Lashley gimmick over again. I don't want to see that. But like I say, guys, I love talking wrestling, but I do got other stuff I got to do. So until next Saturday at 4 p.m. again, we will have wrestling talk, and we can talk more about the pay-per-view, about anything wrestling. But until next time, guys, it's your boy Loudmouth Luch, and I'm out. Peace.